Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. If we haven't already met, my name is Claire Jones. I'm an author and small publisher committed to changing the world for the better through inclusive stories and practices. So I am jumping on for my self-published author series where I go over how to write, publish, and start selling your book in 12 months. So if you're joining me, please like, comment, share below. Let us know that you're here no matter what platform you're joining us on. And today we are going to continue with the social needs of the Healthy Mind Platter. But if you're interested in the full rundown of what I'm discussing, the comprehensive 300 plus page self-published author 12-month planner, the digital version should be available by the end of the week if all things go according to plan, and the physical version will be available next month, so pre-orders are available. You can look them up at linktree/clairejoyance. I'll put the link in the comments. For now, I want to give a quick overview of connecting time and playtime, which are the social needs of the Healthy Mind Platter. So when it comes to connecting time, think of the people that surround you on a daily basis. Do they treat you like an oddity? Do they listen to your ideas and go, that's weird? Or even worse, do they explicitly discourage you from pursuing your imaginative pursuits? Authentic, supportive community is vital to us humans because of our evolutionary wiring that predisposes us to seek out social connection as a way to increase our chances of survival. It's literally wired into our brain, and it's a basic need akin to food, water, shelter. So not only does this kind of support have beneficial effects on the cardiovascular, endocrine, and immune systems, but satisfying social relationships are associated with more positive outlooks on life, more secure attachments and interactions with others, more flexibility when confronting psychological challenges, and more efficient restorative behaviors. This is because the brain looks at social threats and social pain in the same way that it looks at physical pain. The experience of being socially rejected, excluded, misunderstood, misrepresented from something registers in the brain the same way as does physical pain. So research has even shown that pain medications like Advil, Tylenol, Aleve can help blunt emotional pain in the same way that they target physical pain. So this is why it's super important to, as creatives, structure our time and energy in a way that prioritizes positive social interactions. And it's generally recommended that you spend time with close and reliable others about twice a week for at least half an hour, or at least an hour. And this is especially important for creatives because we need to surround ourselves with people who encourage our creative pursuits. Often as entrepreneurs, business owners, creatives, writers, musicians, actors, anyone who's involved with kind of being ahead of the curve, being at the front of the pack, trailblazing, we need people around us that support those endeavors of ours. We can't surround ourselves with people who don't understand us, don't support us, don't get our visions for the future. And as creative, it's super important to have that type of social support structure intentionally built for yourself so that you feel heard, seen, understood, accepted, and encouraged by the people around you. So for playtime in particular, it's not something that adults, quotation marks, because we need to put quotation marks around that, we're not really encouraged to prioritize playtime. Usually seen as something that's relegated to the young and immature, it actually has a whole range of surprising benefits that the Neuroleadership Institute researchers have found to be necessary for brain functions. So it's all about giving your brain a chance to explore and experiment in non-threatening social situations. This is because play directly contributes to the release of dopamine in our brains, which allows all animals in the animal kingdom to cope with the unexpected demands of a potentially threatening and stressful environment. It's basically a natural reward system that's already built in that helps enhance our creativity as well as our capacity to adapt when faced with changing and challenging circumstances. If you've had the opportunity to practice and strengthen that muscle, that adaptability muscle per se, then you will be more flexible when faced with challenges. So this is really talking about your resilience as an individual, as a creative, as a writer. And playtime has even been shown to reduce the prevalence of ADHD in children. It affects so many different parts of the brain. The NLI's recommendation is to devote at least 2 hours per week to unstructured play. This means the freedom to explore, create, and discover without predetermined rules or guidelines. So activities like board games, for example, video games, they do have structures that you're expected to follow, rules, but the focus should be on letting the players be creative and playful within the guidelines instead of dictating that everyone should play the game the same way. And it's very easy to combine these two, connecting time and playtime, so that you can be more efficient with your time and energy, yet still reap all of the benefits. So this is especially important for creatives because we need experimental time. We need space to explore and try things out and just play around in the paint, whether it's literal paint or metaphorical paint. We need time to play around with it so that every time we sit down to write, it's not like it's a super serious, I have to produce something during this time frame. It's so that we can strengthen those muscles of adaptability, of flexibility, of exploration, of experimentation, so that when push comes to shove, we do have enough of those reserves available for us so that we can face the situation in front of us more appropriately. So that's pretty much it for today. If you're interested in learning more, check out the planner. Hit me up if you want the link. Next time I'll be jumping on to talk about physical needs, which is physical time and sleep time, to make sure that your brain has the resources you need to perform at your best. So in the meantime, please remember that you all have extraordinary stories inside of you to share, and I'm here rooting you on as you use them to change the world for the better. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you on Friday.